Hello, hello. Hello, hello, hello. It's me. Alright, gotta check something really quick. Hello. Okay. Oh, that's cool. So I can... Okay, so it still comes through on the stream. That's cool. But I can't hear it. So that's actually ideal. Alright. To use ASIO at voice... The, the very slight audio delay and the fact that I can hear myself. Oh, wait. Oh, that's how you do it. Cool. Oh, that's how you do it. Oh. Solo. Wait. Yeah, okay. Wait. Oh god, that is so loud. That's fine. Well, I think what I want to do is... Okay. I want to use hardware direct monitors. I think that's for sure. And two... How do I... see this video? Well, we want to patch. I think I would prefer to have a lower buffer. Let me see. Hardware input. Guess we can... Is this... Can you still hear me? So, Hold on. Using patch ASIO strip inputs to strips. Does this work? Does this work? Oh, that is... Ooh. Does this work? Does this... Oh, yeah, that does work. Cool, 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 cool. Cool, 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 cool. How neat. How neat. Should still be coming in... Oh, okay. Oh, okay, cool. Patch ASIO inputs to strips. So then I am getting a... It is doubled up for some reason. Is it doubled up now? No? Doubled up? No? Ooh. It's bizarre. I guess that's okay. Probably fine. We'll figure it out. Sounds really loud though. What does this do? Let's just start messing with stuff live. Hold on. This is relevant since I'm going to be working on lip syncing stuff today. That's what we're going to be doing today. Since that was pretty high on my list of, or I guess people's lists of things they wanted. Let me see. Oh, yeah, there's my stream notification. He's done it. Yeah. So lip syncing using... Let me pull up OpenCPHGD. That's the good stuff right there. Yeah, there we go. There we go. So you have U lip sync and then Godot audio processing. If I mute this, that's alright, right? And I can just use regular direct monitor or hardware monitoring. Neat. Okay, cool. And let me change a few other things. System tray, sure. What does that mean? Okay, so it just shows up in the tray. Neat. Okay. Well, if we don't do this, then I can't hear myself at all. Okay, now I can hear me. Ooh. But talking like this Well, that's weird. Or I guess this is the hardware out. Oh, so there's a virtual out as well, right? Hold on. I'm not sure how this works. Oh, that's super interesting. So through my headphones, if I turn this off. Oh. That is bizarre. So I could. How do I? Does there have to be? I'm confused and intrigued. All right, I mean that's cool, I guess. Sure. And then if I change this to like one of the LG ones, or yeah, LG, it should output through my main speaker, but then I can also pipe a virtual output to something else as well. Interesting. Guess I will not be doing that though. Yeah. Take the headphones off. We don't need headphones. Anyways, I think that's good. Probably. But yeah. This is what we're going to be working on today. Can't do a very long stream because I do need to work on some just regular work. It's mostly like a lot of housekeeping stuff, but so it goes sometimes. So it goes. Yeah. That's neat. I wonder how. Oh, this is taskbar settings. Give me just the regular task manager. Where does voice meter? So this is the audio device. It takes a little bit of RAM. That's all right. Inconsequential in the grand scheme of things. I think Chrome is probably something I should actually be worrying about. But yeah, let's create a new repo to hold whatever the heck we're going to be working on. So this is the lip syncing stuff. So this is the reference thing that I'm going to be looking at in order to do the stuff. Project settings. Yeah, we don't need that. Let's see, we can look at these meta files. No, nothing here. Runtime. That's what we want. And then I know that, yeah, it's like mic ECL I don't care about. What's profile? I don't remember that. Calibration? Don't need that. Probably. Algorithm, I remember that's pretty useful. This one, okay, don't need this. This is just like config. Yeah. This is something I need as well. Okay. So let's get to it, I guess. So it's going to be written as a G native plugin, probably in Rust since I don't write C++. Suppose I should actually change the name of the stream then, right? I guess it's like a VTuber renderer. Godot. Yeah. Lip sync. Lip sync working on. I don't know. Let's just keep it like that. I don't know. Let's not update the title. I'll make it too complicated. We will create a new folder though. Let me see. In development. Let's see. What are we going to call it? Probably just like real-time lip sync. Godot. Real-time lip sync. GD. I don't know. Real time lip sync GD. Sounds good to me. Is real time? Real time. If you do something in real time, is it one word or two words? Yeah, it's two words. Neat. Okay. Select folder. We'll jump right into that. Real-time lip sync GD, cargo, and init. Because I don't... I feel like it's better just to split this off into another thing. So let's see. Have to remember how to set up a Rust project again. Always fun. Always fun. So dependencies, I have a few Rust things already, I just need to remember them. Lip sync support, we'll go here. I was working on some Rust stuff in Godot somewhat previously. Godot Pong Rust, that's not what we want. But I can just look at the cargo. Oh, this is still using the preview Godot Rust. Sure. Useless. Latest docs. Alright. We don't need the latest docs. Crate type C dynamic lib. Sure. Then this will need a librs. Because it's a library, not a main. Or I guess not an executable standalone. Let me see. See what I was doing with GIF getter. I know that this one kind of works at the very least. Or it works enough. Yeah, so I'll grab all this. Copy and paste it, just slap it into here. Just like that. That's the Godot stuff, so it doesn't really matter. Do all that. Let me think. I think I might need to place this into a subdirectory if we want to make it like a Godot add-on. Or maybe not. We could just make an add-ons thing. That's fine. And then I'll just have to structure it somewhat appropriately later. Or maybe not. Hold on. If I want to bundle this as a Godot thing, I need to do this differently. Close this. Go to open up a new folder. Go to dev. Need to go to real-time lip sync. GD. Get rid of the .git. Do one of these. Create a temp folder. Drop these into here. That's fine. Real-time lip sync GD. That's empty. We'll go back into Godot. Just close this. New project. Real time lip sync. Add on. And I need to do this. Actually, yeah, if I want to package it, I should do it like this. Yeah. Well, actually, no. Never mind. What am I talking about? I'm crazy. Just open this back up. No, because this won't ever be running just by itself. So I'm dumb. Yeah, I guess if you're ever going to be using this real-time lip sync stuff, you won't be running it in the editor. It doesn't make any sense. All right, so cargo init, and then we'll just rm rf everything besides the git thingy. So cargo RMRF, cargo, and then source. Say goodbye. Then real-time lip sync. Just drop these in here. Yeah, replace the file. That's all right. Go back to here. Delete temp. Yeah, that's fine. Real-time lip sync. We'll create an add-ons folder to assist us. So we'll do make directory add-ons. Just so it's easier to navigate later. But it won't really be a plugin. It'll just be distributed as kind of an add-on. Real-time lip sync GD. There we go. And then we can create the rest of the stuff later. And by the rest of the stuff, it's mostly, I'll copy it back. So once I compile the stuff, I'll drop it into OpenCFace GD. Well, if I'm gonna be doing that, then I'd having a slight crisis here. Yeah, I have the folder, so it'll be easy to work with later. Yeah. Anyways, Rust. My favorites. So yeah, just open up this folder. We were here before. Don't you worry about it. So we can do everything in the librs folder as well. So let's start looking for things that we can finagle, if you will. So I'm gonna use this thing as my that's the thing. So call this just lip sync rs. Yeah. Yeah. And we'll just have everything in just one mega file. Everyone loves mega files. Who does not like a mega file? Give handler. Yeah. Lip sync. So that's just kind of there. This is where you are. Okay, so use GD native prelude. Just give me everything in the prelude. Then our struct, pub struct, lip sync, or no, lip sync. What do we need inside of a lip sync struct? So just using this as a basis, lip sync, view lip sync CS. What do you got? Public class lip sync, some sort of mono behavior, sure. So let's look at, what did we do for Godot Rust? Hello, JWR Harding. JW, if you will. I am working on one of the 2 remaining features required for like a big release of this program here, or I guess the the 1.0 release, and that is lip syncing. So this model doesn't have any lips, but if we change to a model that does, you can see that, just gotta warm up the tracking once again. You can see that the mouth does not really lip sync that well, since it's actually just doing visual mouth tracking. But to do like real-time, like audio-based lip syncing, I'm going to have to write something myself. So I'm looking at ulipsync. This is a Unity package. So it's not that hard to port. And if I was able to do it all in GD script, that would be beautiful. Unfortunately, I think the performance of that will be horrible from the people I've talked to. So what we're doing is Rust today. Hooray. You know, let's update the stream title. We're doing Rust. Sounds like I don't know if it's gonna be fun or not, but I'll do my best. Lip sync, yeah. So we'll init that. That's gonna be bad for now. We'll derive. There's a few things we need to derive. I always forget how to do it though. Mutex art. That should be fine. Well, look at this. This needs to be lip sync. I guess that's all right. Mutex means only one thing can access it at a time. Yes. Actually, no. This needs to be a read write. What is it called? Read write lock. Yeah. So one, I believe read write lock means you can have. No, if you want to have one writer and multiple readers, you need an atomic read reference count thing. Isn't that true? I don't know too much about data structures. We'll need to look at that one more time. But implement this stuff. This will be using the methods macro. Sounds good to me. Just copy and paste this. That's fine. Lip sync. We'll need to look into what lip sync actually does. Yeah. I think lip syncing or anything that has to do with audio, that's an entirely new field for me, which is why I'm using a reference. But luckily, since it is using Unity, right? A lot of the concepts are the same. So Unity, you have like an on-ready, or I guess Unity has ready and awake. Godot doesn't have awake. Well, I guess technically Godot has awake. It's called a init, I suppose. I think the context is a bit different though. So isn't like in Unity, awake is when it's the first time it's added to the current scene, and then ready is whenever the I forget. They're about the same though. This one only uses an awake though, which is like update audio source. Let me see. Godot, Rust, I always need to make sure we're at the same stuff. So this will not be true. This one will be in a init. Should still be all right. Doesn't do anything right now, but we'll want a function called like update audio source. And something that's really nice about GitHub is that since I'm clicking around on it, right? GitHub has the kind of IntelliSense stuff, so you can just jump to whatever function you need to look at. Let me see. Update audio source. Audio source. Bum bum. Update audio source. Okay, and then that's where this part comes in. So there's no license, but I did have their Discord approval to look at just stuff. So there's an audio effect record somewhere. Effect. So where do they set that? And how do I grab that? Get bus effects. Index 0. Oh no. Okay. So in Godot here. Where's my... Okay, there's my audio. Add... How does this work? I'm pretty sure I don't want to touch master, but maybe I do. I'll need to look at how they did theirs, I guess. But if we duplicate this, we go to estimate vowel text scene. I can look at their audio bus, I suppose. Default bus layouts. So that's bus 1. Oh, okay. So they created a new audio bus. So call this one record. Why not? Solo, false. Mute, true. I suppose also my audio sounds weird. Please let me know. But I've changed the audio setup once again to hopefully allow for multiple audio outputs. But I'll have to think about it. Anyway, this one sends to master. This one was using sub resource 1, audio effect record. So audio effect record. Sure. I think that's it. Bus 1 mute true. I guess that means true. Bypass FX false. Yeah. That looks alright. Yeah. Ooh, effect 0 enabled true. Yes. Okay, cool. 16-bit, that's alright, yeah. So, how do I grab that? Or how do I translate this to this? Because this is Rust. So, I believe in Godot Rust, I can grab audio server singletons. Alright, Godot Rust, docs RS. Give me the docs. And where are the servers that I'm looking for? So this is what I'm looking at. I don't know, just audio server, I suppose. Audio server. What do you got? Sure. So how do I use this? Returns a reference to the singleton instance. Sure. Adds a bus. Okay, no, I don't think I want to add a bus. I think I just want to grab the singleton. Then we'll get the audio server. And then I will call one of these functions, because that should map one-to-one to this. So this is like get bus index record. Ooh. Get bus. Get bus index, and then something that implements into Godot string. Cool. So func, and then we are mimicking the C# ulip sync stuff. So this one will be like update audio source. Hooray for ports. The audio source, this needs to be a mutable self. I'm trying to, yeah, if you want to export this to Godot, you have to have an owner attached to it, but if I just want this to be driven by Rust, I think this is okay. Okay, well, this needs to be a struct now. Okay. I'm looking at the C# stuff once again. Audio source and audio source, okay. So these need to be, I guess, nullable, right? Or does this have a constructor in ulip sync, the main class? No, this is fine. Oh man, this looks very complicated. Oh, I'm scared. We'll do this for now. We'll start typing. So it'll be audio. How do I get this? GD native. Use GD native. All right, API audio server. Is this not exposed? How do I grab you? Audio server. Audio. Am I crazy? API audio server. Does this not exist? Well, it does exist. Yeah. Okay. Just didn't give me anything. That's nice. Audio server. Get singleton. Oh, it's because it is... No? That's it. So let's as equal, or audio server equal this thing, right? Why can't I do this? Get singleton found for struct function or associated item. Public function. Oh, get or Godot singleton, not get singleton. Godot singleton. Yep. So that's a static reference to something. Then we'll get the bus effect. Let bus, or I guess this is record effect, right? Record effect equal audio server gets, please, I just want autocomplete. Get bus index. I think I can just do this. Should be record. This might throw an error. Nope. Neat. Let record effect equal that, and then looking at Godot audio processing, then they just do get bus effect index 0. Sure. I've replicated their bus layout, I think, so that should be fine. But what exactly do they do? Okay, they're just setting a thing. Okay. Update audio source. What is this? Get bus effect. Effect, so we need the bus index and then the effect index, and then this will be an audio effect. Okay. So this is effect, then this is some sort of audio effect. Is this not in the prelude? Okay. Where is this? Audio effect. Audio effect. There we go. What's your problem? Cannot be sent between threads safely. Okay. 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 Do I need to implement send? I might need to. Okay. Implement send for lip sync. Should be okay, right? No? Alright, hold on. I don't want to use unsafe if I don't have to. Let's see, get bus, or get effect. Get effect, get effect. Get bus effect. This is an option to a... Can I just do this? Audio effect. Shared. That should hopefully be okay. Then missing field effect. Can this be a null reference? How did these work in Godot Rust? I'm sorry, today's stream is going to be kind of lots of bumbling around since I don't really know what I'm doing. Smart pointer, yeah. Obtaining a safe view section, sure. Obtaining a safe view. So if this is, oh, it's shared. And then we'll just have to assume unique, basically. Unsafe, assume unique. All right, well, if that's how it is, then that's how it is. And we'll just store this within an option, I guess. thought there was a way to get a null reference though, and we'll just have to. Isn't there a way to do a null reference with this class here? Let me see. There's a. I think that was covered in the book somewhere. Read the release notes. Nope. 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 Let me see. Where's the books? There's the book. Okay. Binding to, calling into, common code questions. Sure. Borrow failed. Can I implement static references? Godot Rust thing of preload. Don't need that. Oh, hello, knock. Hello, hello. I'm a little distracted. Congrats on doing the poop stuff. Rolling a poop when you want to duck. Can I profile my code? Wasn't there a migration thing, and then there was a thing like with null, explicit nulls? Obtain a null value, must either use. I don't think this is actually what I want. What prompted this? Well, because I was looking into doing lip syncing for this. Oh, I forgot I'm still on this. But anyways, looking to doing lip syncing. There are almost no real-time lip syncing libraries. So there was only the one, and it's a Unity package that also uses Unity's burst compiler. So I can't, like, it would be fairly trivial to just port this to just Godot style C#, but I don't know how trivial it would be, but it would be a lot easier to do that. But I think like a lot of this stuff, and by this stuff I mean like algorithm CS, very complicated looking things in here, and that uses a lot of Unity low level access as well. So I think at that point, if we're already having to change like the low level stuff, might as well just try to write it in Rust or C++. But yeah, lip syncing, it's one of the things I kind of need, I guess. It was between either lip syncing or like expressions, automatic expression stuff, but I think people want lip syncing more, so that's what we're doing. We're trouble now. Yeah, well, it's like there's two things I need to do in order to finally be able to call the face tracking thing done, which is lip syncing and then automatic facial expression support, or I guess better facial expression support. So, oh, this is actually done. Set up GitHub Actions to deploy Deathball. Oh baby, how fancy. We can even take a look at that. Yeah, GitHub Actions, pretty neat, pretty neat. I didn't realize how easy they were to do, but someone just kind of set up GitHub Actions for this as well. So there's just a GitHub workflows. There's the actions, which is just a lot of tests. You can see here where I broke the tests. Just completely forgot. All right, let's find a thing. Oh, it wasn't me, it was someone else, but you know, look at that. We'll look at it. Deploy on GitHub pages. Is this true? There is no page though. Oh, there is a page. Oh, look at that. Look at that. Oh. Oh, you got WASM working. I like it. I like it. We'll just ignore the the first enemy. Yo, this is a really sick port. Look at that. Well done. Is there sound? No. Okay. Well, actually, I don't know. I have most of my sound turned off, so. Okay. Not yet. Sun I am. Oh, and then it just sends you immediately. Fair enough. How did you get this working? That's impressive. Because I don't even know how I got this working. Just made the combat screen UI. Nice. Look at that. That's not hard. I don't know. That like that kind of interstitial screen, the mission select screen, that was one of the things I made. I feel like I made that really late at night. So it was just a bunch of garbage. And then when I came back to it the next day, I was just like, I have no idea how I made this work. What was I thinking? Maybe. I don't know. I feel like that code was a bit worse than my usual stuff, but maybe it was alright. I don't know. I mean, the idea behind it's not very complicated, but the way I implemented it was very strange, in my opinion. Level select RS file. Neat. We can take a look at it. I guess, like, today's stream is just a bunch of Rust. I have no idea what you found hard. Yeah, me neither. I just have it in my head that it was difficult, but... How do you spell level select? Is it just in scenes? Okay. Oh, cool. Look at that. Update UI. Okay. So using eGUI. Okay, so everything is just eGUI, which is just mGUI. Cool. Was this part hard? Like, was all the like the weird animation player stuff difficult? Where did you set that up? Was it this one? Was it here? Or did they wander yet? I don't think so. Oh, okay. It was just random. Okay. Gotcha. 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 I'm not going to implement a full animation system, but what if you did though? Imagine, I think like Godot's animation player is one of the best parts about it, is that it's so easy to use. Just imagine you too could make tools instead of actually making games. Common code questions. How do I do on ready stuff? How do I keep a reference of a node? We need to use the font. Oh, okay. It needs to be an optional reference. Okay. That's a little tough. Oh, they just all need to be options, huh? Okay. All right. So congratulations, you are now an optional reference to this thing. Effect is equal to, I guess, the none. Can I do that? Is that how it works? Don't remember. Oh, that's not how you write. It's none. Okay. After this, though, hilariously enough, I need to go back. I need to work on some work stuff. They want me to. The test harness I've been somewhat talking about for Rust, work related projects in Rust. They want it. So that's what I'll be doing. How fun. The requirements were a bit loose, but mostly because like it's not like a real development task, it's like a QA task. They're like we don't need to like have any formal requirements written up. Oh, no, this isn't it. It'll be self effects equals audio server get. Was it bus effect or get bus effect? Bus effect. Bus get bus effect. So we want. How did you do it? How did you do it, Tokage? So that's the. Oh, this is the record effect index. I suppose IDX would also be fine, but record effect index, and then it will be 0, just the first one. We'll just assume 0. Cool. I guess that'll be okay. And then that is roughly equivalent to whatever this is doing, I suppose. So update audio source. And then we'll figure out the rest, I suppose. So you lip sync audio source. Where is that? I think I need to look at that. Okay, you lip sync audio source. What are you? You are a. I don't know what this is. Okay, I think that's roughly equivalent, so I think we should be fine. So on init, we'll just hit it with an update audio source. Oh, okay. Well, can't I just do this? Pass this back into itself as well? What's your problem? Cannot find update audio source. Update audio source. Hey. Oh, oh, these need to be. This needs to be exported as well, huh? But presumably because of how the macro works. So I don't need anything relating to the reference, but that should be fine. Or is that not how that works? Oh, wait, hold on. That's not how that works. Clearly I don't know what I'm doing. Although I wonder. Oh, okay. I didn't think so. That should be okay. That should be okay. And then in the process function, okay, fn process, I'm pretty sure this also will need to be mutable. Luckily, all the code is more or less already here. Algorithm CS, that's not what we want to look at. What I want to look at is this one. So Unity has updates instead of process. So we'll have a few things. What is job handle? Job handle, please. Job handle. Job handle. Eh? Didn't this used to give me some completion? Now I can't jump the things. I would like to jump. I guess I can't do that here. Job handle. Job handle. Job handle. Job handle. No? What is this? Is a job handle? Oh, it's a Unity jobs thing. Okay, I thought they had their own job handle thing, but okay. Well, that could make things a little difficult, for sure. Yeah, okay. I suppose that this is just like a mutex. What does this do? Allocate buffers, blah blah. This is where I was. No. Wait. Lip sync job. Yes, that's what we want to look at. Later. Okay. Well, have this open on my other screen, so we'll just start pseudo coding some stuff here. So you need to wait for, what is a job handle? What does it do? But then we'll want other functions. So one, we'll have like a update result. Presumably it'll be something like that. It'll do a thing, we'll figure it out. Then we'll want an invoke callback. That'll also work similarly. Update calibration. I'm sure there's a few things that are kind of working around C# limitations. But we can add and remove functions as we need to. Phonemes. Making these all mutable self functions, because I'm pretty sure a lot of these just run implicitly. Schedule job. That sounds important. Schedule job. Then update. Oh man, there's a lot of things. Update buffers. And then update audio source. Update audio source. I feel like I might not need that if I can just assume that we'll be just using the same microphone every single time. Update audio. Oh, wait, I've already implemented that. Haha. Let's move this down to the bottom. Update result. So what does this do? Oh. Wait. Job handle complete. MF. What? MFCC for other? What's MFCC? What is an MFCC? Some sort of data array. Okay. That's scary. I mean, this is kind of how it goes though. So it'll be like an update result, self update callback, invoke callback. What are you looking at? So I'm looking at this thing here. Sorry, I'm a little distracted. And I'm also not drinking today. So my showmanship is suffering. But that's what I'm looking at, is this piece of code here. It's MIT licensed, so I feel like as long as I just give a shout out to it, include it in like a license file, we should be fine. It'll be hard to do a one-to-one port of this, but it'll be close. Update calibration. Self update calibration. Yeah. Right. Like the reason why I'm porting this to Rust as opposed to just taking the C# code and trying to, you know, hopefully the easier port to just Godot C# is because it's using a lot of Unity specific libraries. So I think if I'm already doing that, if I'm already going to have to rip out a bunch of stuff, I might as well just rewrite it like this. You're porting the whole thing. I'm porting lots of parts. Maybe. Well, we'll see how feasible it is. It doesn't look too bad, right? Especially once we get down to, where is it? This part, like the algorithm stuff. That's just a bunch of math. And it looks like they're doing a lot of just lower level stuff. So I don't think that should be too bad. But we'll see what we need. Like there's always things I can throw out as well. So I'm not too worried. I keep saying it over and over again, so I might be a little bit more worried than I thought. Update buffer. So these are all just stubs anyways. Self.update audio source. Probably don't need this every single time. Right, what does update audio source do? So if audio source is our current audio source, then we just do nothing. So, and this audio source thing, lip sync audio source. I guess how would they not be the same? Why would they not be the same, I guess? That's what I'm a little confused about. Or does this have like some sort of weird mutability inside of itself? Update audio source. On audio, yeah. I guess that's fine. I think we just need to call it once in our case, and then hope. Yeah, because I think for my use case, right, I'm not trying to do like its own virtual world kind of thing. I'll only have the one instance, which in this case is this, right? So we can just assume that your audio source will not change. And then if we need to update it, we'll update it accordingly. That's my approach thus far that I'm going to go with. Might not be a great idea. But I think like this is the only, I don't know. It's not the only way to do it, but what else am I gonna do? Job result. Okay. Job result, native array, lip sync job dot results. Geez. All right. So then we're looking back at here. So this is some sort of struct that has an interior struct. Yeah, results. Okay. And then presumably this just runs on, what is a Unity job? A Unity job is a job handle. So Unity job handle. Job handle. And also duplicate me. Send me back. Job handle, Unity manual. What is this? Yeah, that's really descriptive. A job handle is a job handle, period. Who would have guessed? Who would have guessed? Okay. Job handle and dependencies. When you call the schedule method of a job, it returns a job handle. Sure. Handles dependency of another job. Combining dependencies. Just the background task isn't. I'm not sure. That's what I'm assuming it is, but I'm not entirely sure. I just wanted to find the definition, but coroutine. Yeah, that's what I'm assuming it is. But an iJob. Schedule. Boom, boom. If you burst compile your job, it will be compiled and optimized by burst. When was this? This is in 2018. Thread, maybe. I'm assuming it's a thread. Probably not like a coroutine, but maybe it's possible. I have no idea. I guess you can do them parallel, but that still could be coroutines, right? Yeah, it's multi-threading. Cool. Well, that's fine. That's fine. Update result. Job system. Oh, okay, well. Unity C# job system lets you write simple and safe multi-threaded code that interacts with the Unity engine for enhanced game performance. You can use it with Unity's ECS, which is an architecture that makes it simple to create efficient machine code for all platforms. Cool. I was looking at some other stuff though. Yeah, you can see here that they're using a lot of unsafe pointer stuff though, which a little scary for me. A little scary. Okay. So we need to wait for thread to complete, I guess. To do stub. That would be scary once you port it. Yeah, well, I think the scary part is I don't know like anything about audio. Seems like a way to bypass the garbage collector. Possibly. Possibly. What is an MFCC? MFCC? Mel frequency? Oh no. Oh no. Please, what is give me the dummies guide to MFCC. Oh god. Or oh geez, sorry. Speech processing. We're learning. Let's all learn together. Mel frequency septral coefficients. Septral. It's spectral with the spec reversed? Really? Really? Spectrum? Septral? What? Capstral? Fourier transform. Sure, I feel like I've seen that before. I do like how this looks like it's hand-drawn as well. I've also seen this thing before. Bogart. Oh, it's L. I guess that's not. I guess that's just like a literature, an academic term. The spectrum of the log of the spectrum of the time signal was named Sepstrum. Quiferency? Sounds about right. Sounds like you should be naming audio stuff. Yeah. All right. Here's a summary. MFCC features represent phonemes as the shape of the vocal tract. Wait, what? It's in the text. I didn't make that. Oh, really? Oh. I call it the quiferency. Excuse me. That's not how you make new words. You can't just reverse parts. You can't just reverse the syllables. I guess you can actually. That's bizarre. Also, this doesn't read as correct English, I think. Yeah, this didn't really help. MFCC is some sort of audio signal. That's pretty much what I got. It's the log of the spectrum, I guess. That doesn't mean anything to me, though. It's some sort of audio thing. Nice. Paste the link. All right, get ready to get pasted, son. Anything that has to do with, I don't know. Whenever we start talking about graphs and numbers, I start getting really confused. Like the equation, yeah, that makes sense. It's some sort of logarithm based off the hertz or something. But like, what does that have to do with me? Like, I don't know. What are we counting? For other. Alright. So let's start building out the struct first, I guess, and then we can figure out the rest. So First, we want the audio effect. So this is like the Godot stuff, right? So like this is the Godot specific stuff. And then this is more for the processing of, I don't know, audio processing. Okay, let's porting real-time lip syncing. Porting a real-time lip syncing lip with Godot. Or at least you can just blindly port the code. I hope so. I hope so. Maybe. So this is a native array. So this is the raw. This is the Unity stuff, I guess. Unity stuff. I'm off. Good luck and Godspeed. Yes, thank you, thank you. It's necessary, which is why I'm doing it, but I'm not going to be very happy about it. Yeah. We've gotten into the really hard part, for sure. But I suppose that was my previous disposition going into the entire face tracking thing in the first place. So maybe it won't be too bad. So this is input data, also some sort of vector of F64s. Or I wonder, how does Godot send me data? So does Godot send me data in 32-bit or 64-bit? I don't know. We'll figure it out. Yeah. And then this is MFCC for other, which is what they used. Also, and they use a lot of just float arrays, don't they? Phonemes. F64. And then this is going to be some sort of smaller struct, I guess, which is the job results. Okay. So we'll say index is equal to 0. That's not how you do it. 0 raw input data. I don't know, we can just create a new vector, right? Of nothing. That should be fine. What is your problem? Ooh. Oh. Input data, also just a vector. Pretty much everything, these are all just a vector, so that's easy. Right, MFCC for other. Phonemes, also the same thing. Okay. Requested calibration vowels. What are these used for? What is this? This is used later on for request calibration, update calibration, and then we'll profile updated MFCC. Ooh, okay, sure. I don't know how that's supposed to work, but this uses some sort of profile thing, so we can look for that. Public profile, so this must be... profile, yeah, okay. Profile, which is this profile doesn't even have all of the things it says it has. It's a scriptable object. What is a Unity scriptable object? I'm assuming it's roughly the same as a mono behavior thing. So Unity scriptable object. Sure. What is this? Data container you can use to save large amounts of data, independence of class inheritance. Reduce your project's memory usage by avoiding copies of values. Saving and storing data during an editor session. Saving data as an asset in your project to use at a runtime. Okay, sure. Neat. So, guess we'll just add a new thing here. Because this is more or less completely separate, right? So public struct profile. So what do we need inside of this? MFCC data count, sure. MFCC data count, which is some sort of I64 Mel filter bank channels. I'm scared. Also an integer, I64. Target sample rate. Sample rate. Also an I64, because that's 16,000. Public sample count. I64. That should be alright. And then this is actually an editor thing as well. Yeah, an asset stuff. Cool. The number of MFCC data to calculate the average MFCC values. I don't really know what that means, but I'll trust you. The number of Mel filter bank channels. I'm not sure if that's, I guess we'll eventually get to that. It almost feels like I am following a tutorial, but not really. Target sampling rate to apply downsampling. Sure. Sample counts, number of audio samples after. Sure. Ooh. Then there's the minimum volume and your maximum volume, which are kind of self-explanatory, I suppose. Min volume, which is a F64. Max volume, also an F64. Okay. Very scary. Oh, and there's another thing. MFCC data. What is MFCC data? Please. Okay. So then you will also have MFCC data, MFCC data. MFCC data, I guess. Well, we'll just do it in all caps. MFCC data. Okay. And then there's also calibration data. Oh no. Pub struct well, MFCC data and then MFCC calibration data. This one not too hard. I think we can still use just a regular vector. So this will be a public array, which is some sort of vector of 64s. This one will be what? What? This is a who? Oh, it has an accessor. The Unity one has an accessor on it. That's bizarre. Oh, yeah, okay. I don't think Rust... allows you to define accessories, or maybe it does. I've never tried. Would be a good time to figure that out, but we're not doing it. Oh, that's the, oh, it's just like an array thing. Okay, cool. So let's do this instead. Since this is just like a single thing, I suppose we can just wrap it like this, right? That should be okay. Then we'll implement MFCC calibration data. So pub function. This is just length. Which will return, I don't know. A U size? I don't know. What would this return? It would be just self.length. Yeah, there we go. Actually, since that's already implemented, yeah, that's pretty much it. There we go. That's a lot easier. This one, public name, which is some sort of string, I guess. Public MFCC calibration data list, some sort of vector of MFCC calibration datas. And then this also has a native array, but I'm already doing this as a native array, so I should be fine. Or how do you do pointer arithmetic? That's the hard part, is I need to figure out. I've never done pointer arithmetic in Rust. Rust pointer arithmetic, yes. How should you do pointer arithmetic in Rust? I know the answer is you shouldn't, but how should you do it if you were to do it? Pointers have an offset method for pointer arithmetic. So as a constant U size, and then this is how I would do it. Okay. Interesting. Interesting. And then this is unsafe as well. Probably use items as pointer. Okay, cool. So we'll give that a try. We'll make that work. So I don't need to have a native array defined, because that's already handled by Rust. Okay. Data list. Or how did these things mesh together? So I don't need to allocate, that's already allocated in Rust. Deallocate, that's already solved for. Add calibration data, remove calibration data, then update native array. Okay, so what are they doing here? So when they update the native array, they look at their calibration data list, which is just a bunch of structs. And then for each thingy inside of for each C# struct, they do some funny pointer stuff to their native array. Oh, okay. Who? Huh? Ooh. That's interesting. That's interesting. So for each piece of calibration data, and then this should be an F64. Yeah, that's an F64. I think I just had it as a 64, but that doesn't make any sense. Yeah, I think I just need this, and then we'll just implement it, right? Implement MFCC data, right? Yeah. And then we'll access it like as normal, or there's a few things we need to do, right? So there's a public function update array, or I guess updates. I guess it's like, yeah, basically update array, and that's gonna be pretty direct. Pretty direct one-to-one mapping. I'm not gonna be changing any of the names because it's just easier that way. Maybe once I have something working, I can go back in and then start changing stuff. Oh, hello, Needle Mouse. Hello, hello. Happy birthday. As they say in Chinese, 生日快乐. Or possibly in Japanese, o tanjoubi omedetou. Okay, so this is some sort of i64. We'll just do everything as an i64, I suppose. And this will return an one of these things. Should be fine. Actually, since we're just accessing. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Ooh, calibration data is just a... Finally got a new phone. Moto Power, or Moto G Power 2021. Nice. Motorola. Not a bad company. I think they're owned by Google now, but that's been for a little while. They used to not be owned by Google. Back in my day, they were their own company. You know? Yeah, but what I'm working on, you couldn't tell from the title, is I'm porting one of these things, lip sync. So Unity lip syncing, it's for real-time lip syncing, but this is the only real-time lip sync library I could find for the idea is that I'll add lip syncing to this application, but it needs to be done in real time. But because it's in Unity, and also it uses a lot of kind of Unity specific things, I figured it would just be easier to just port it straight to Rust as opposed to trying to port it to Godot C#. Since it is using a lot of pointer logic. Although, the more I look through it, the more I'm like, man, maybe it'd be easier just to do this in Unity. Self MCC calibration data list. I guess that should be okay. Oh no. And then for update array, if MCC, well, these are all roughly the same thing, right? Yeah, I guess I'll just need to do, like, if whenever we modify this thing, our MFCC calibration data, where the MFCC calibration data is some sort of spectrum, some sort of transformed spectrum, I don't really know. Or add calibration data, and it'll be, ooh. Ooh. I think that should be fine. That's probably fine. It's a vector of F64s. I don't need to do any transformation since they already come to me in like pointer format, I suppose. Native array formats. That's probably okay. No, If I don't want to get super fancy with it, I think that's the tough part, right? Is because since I don't know how lip syncing works, it's a little dangerous for me to try to optimize the ports. But the way I'm kind of seeing it is that I could just I don't know. I think I should just be able to insert this in. So let's hit it with a to do. Might not be needed since these are all native arrays. So in C# it runs not in a VM, I think, but it's just in time compiled. So there is like an in-between layer, whereas in Rust, you know, AOT compiled ahead of time compiled. So there is no in-between. So I think that should be okay. Yeah, so now we can get down to the profile stuff, the harder bits. So this is, well, public MFCCs, many MFCCs. This will be a vector of MFCC data. Yep, looks all right to me. Implement profile. So I think we'll need like a public function new return self, and then this will just be, I wonder if I can just implement default for this. Derive. Do you think there's a default implementation for some of these? Derive default, and then yeah, that should be okay. Don't know why I decided to really type out this one. It's all the same derive macro. And then here, you know what? It's probably not giving me code completion because I'm not pulling it in yet. So mod, what's it called? Profile. So we'll want to use something inside of there. What's your problem? File not found for module profile. Profile RS. Hey, is this not how you do it? Mod profile. Hey. File not found for module profile. Create file source lip sync profile RS. Or do I not need to do that? Can I just use all right. How do you do this again? I always forget. Let me see. What was I looking at? I was looking at this. So I'm sure that Knock has done this before. Importing other stuff, something I also tend to forget how to do. Use crate. Should be all right. Cannot find unresolved imports. Create root. Why not? Yeah. No. Am I crazy? Hold on. How do you import local files in Rust? Oh, I feel so dumb. Rust import local file. Yeah, you need to do, that's what I thought you needed to do. You needed to do like a mod, like profile. But then it can't find that because it's not. Or does it need to, do I need to do this in my librs and then it'll be available to me? That's one of the things mod profile. There we go. And then everyone else can find it afterwards. All right, that's fine. Anyways, what's your problem? Missing struct pub struct. All right. That's all right. All right, now that we're actually getting errors, that's good. How about this one? Type profile cannot be indexed by I64. Slice indices are of type usize or ranges of usize. All right, so this can be a usize, that's fine. Usize, and then we'll do all of this. Okay. So I think we can just return a default profile for now whenever we create a new one. So default, because that should be implemented properly. Cannot move out of index. Move, which is not implements the copy trait. Oh, that's good. Just clone it, I guess. No. For structs profile. Applying traits defines an item clone. Perhaps you need to implement it. Oh, right. So which one of you needs to clone? Is it you? All right. And then that's going to give me the error, so we'll just clone it. That's fine. A little less efficient, but it'll work itself out. All right, profile. So, pub. Well, on enable. This is a. Is on enable a Unity thing? On enable Unity. Okay, I think it is a Unity thing. So this is a scripting API on enable when the object becomes enable and active. Okay. Neat. So I don't really need to do that. So, because I'm not doing anything in the editor. Cool. But let's implement them. Let's stub them out for now, and then just make a note to do Unity, or I guess this is to do stub Unity specific, then on disable. This is also Unity specific, so not needed. Public function get phoneme, which takes an int index. So that should be a use size, I think. Yeah. So index, so some sort of use size, and that'll give you a string. Ooh. Wait, from where? Is it the name of the MFCC data? I guess. Yeah. So we can do if index is less than 0, or index, and this needs to be self. So, oh, actually, all of these need to be self besides new. So it's very Python-like. I always forget. They're not directly attached to the object. They're implicitly attached. index is greater than or equal to the self mfccs dot length len. String. What is your problem? If might be missing an else clause. Ooh. Or does this need to be wrapped? I thought Rust didn't need to wrap your if statements. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, so it's not that. What is your problem then? There is no else. If might maybe. Oh, it's because it's not returning stuff. So that's fine. ToString. I guess we don't need this part, right? Because it's implicit that this is the last thing in any function is the return value if it does return something. That's something I do need to get used to doing. All right. So this will actually be self mfcc s index dot name cannot move out of index, so we'll just clone it. That's easy. Okay, cool. Hooray. Why is Rust so hard? So add mfcc, so this is, oh, so it's just a string name, huh? So mutable self, some sort of string, we can assume. It's a void function, so that makes it easy as well. So let's, oh no. Let's mutable data equal mfcc data new. Okay. I guess it's just the defaults. So mfcc data default, and then for mfcc data count? Sure. For I in self mfcc data counts. Actually, I don't think you can do that. It's range. How do you do Rust for I in range? Rust by example. Give me the example. Okay, so it's 0 to this counts. Right. For I 0 to that value, non-inclusive of course, we'll do data dot add calibration data. What does add calibration data do? Update add calibration data. So it'll be an array of mfcc. Ooh. I'm scared. I'm scared. So this is my data. mfcc data has an mfcc calibration data list. And then we will add a new mfcc calibration data. Okay. Where the array is our mfcc. Huh? So we pass in, so what they're doing is that they pass in a new floats array of size 12 And that goes to here. And then they just check to see that it's of size 12, I guess. I mean, that doesn't make a lot of sense, but sure. I suppose it's assuming that other people can add calibration data as well. And then they create a new MFCC calibration data just for that, which is unnecessary for me because I am just working with native code by default. So I think I can just pass in like I can just do data dot ooh. Add MFCC. What exactly is this doing? It passes in a new vector. So MFCC calibration data list dot add, I guess. Then it's just like a vector of size something. How do I create a vector of a certain size? Rust create vector of certain. Rust create vector of size. Sure. Or I guess you can create a vector of no size as well. Yeah, or yeah. Vector with capacity, just 12. This is not what it's called. Method not found. Is it append? Vector with, okay, so expected immutable reference found a struct. Consider borrowing mutably here. I don't think this is what I want. Because doesn't it get dropped afterwards, or maybe not? Yeah, maybe that's all right. Maybe that's what I want. Yeah, because we don't do anything with the counter, and then we do mf ccs append data self. Geez. Expected mutable reference found struct. Okay, sure. Congratulations, welcome to the party. Expected structs, standard vec found structs. It needs to be a vector. Oh no. So this is a, wait, no, that should be fine, right? So expected, what is it called? It's not giving me code completion. Please, sir. How do I add something to you? Push. I guess we could just push to it, yeah? Yeah, just add it to the end. So this is push. No. All right, this is what we want. And then this should be push as well then. Because we're creating a new thing. Expected struct MFCC calibration data. that's what this is. So let's do mfcc calibration data dot default. Should be okay. Who? Is there no default implementation? Oh, it's not uppercase, it's lowercase. Sorry. Okay, that should be okay, I think. Yeah. So this is one of the first things where I'm going to be skipping over the C# stuff, because the C# stuff has kind of some unnecessary complexity added to it, or at least like that unnecessary complexity that I don't need. However, update native array. That's what I'm a bit nervous about. All right, let's do this. We'll do mfcc native array. So this will be a vec of f64s. And then we'll do the same thing. Update native array. And then there's also add calibration data. Yeah. Add calibration data. So this will be mutable self, and I'll also take mfcc, which is some sort of vector of f64s. It's a void function, so I think we're just gonna do all the same things that they were doing. So mfcc.len is not equal to 12. Like, I'm pretty sure I can guarantee that, but whatever. Let's just panic. Let's just panic. The length of the mfcc array should be 12. I don't know when that would ever not be 12, but we can panic. I love a good panic. Well, let's not panic. Let's just log or print line, and then we'll figure it out later. Self dot mfcc calibration data list dot push. I think this is let's implement this. Implement mfcc calibration data function new, which takes in some sort of data, which is a vec of f64s, returns itself mfcc calibration data wrapping data, right? Something like that. Actually, I don't even need to do that. Yeah. Can't I just do this mfcc calibration data wrapping mfcc? Yeah, okay. Why you gotta make things so complicated? Yeah, there we go. Then I don't need the other implementations, because everything is just data. Or everything is a value here, unless you explicitly cast it as like a reference to something. Cool. Yeah, so there's is allocated. I suppose we can implement that as well. Public function. Well, where is allocated used? References not used at all. Okay. Well, it's used in the same file and like allocates. And then it's used in 115. Yeah, but that's all Unity specific stuff, so we don't need that. Yeah, because I'm already doing the allocation by default by using the default thingy. Yeah, so that's fine. Update native array. I don't know what I'm using this for, but they're doing it. And the more I stray from doing whatever they're doing, the more nervous I get. If mfcc as calibration data list dot lang is equal to 0, then we should just return early. Ooh, oh, self. Otherwise, we'll do for for I in 0 to 12, we'll do self.mfcc native array I is equal to just 0, I suppose. That should be okay. Dot. We'll do it like that. The hanging decimal always kind of freaks me out. I heard in the stream people are buying NFTs. It's possible. It's possible. Are you Timothy? I don't know. It's hard to say. That's a more philosophical question that I am qualified to answer. When we go to sleep at night, are we really the same person when we wake up? Have you ever considered this? I was trying to come up with a joke while I was saying that around the NFT acronym, but I couldn't come up with everything. Oh, I'm sorry, I'm a little mind flooded right now. What about an NFT of an NFT? Well, if you're into buying those, then I have a bridge to sell you. I mean, if you're into NFTs, that's cool. As long as, you know, who am I to get in the way of business between two consenting adults? Yeah, like if I have an NFT for you. It's a real world NFT, actually. It's my receipt from the grocery store. Would you like to buy my receipt? I can give you a receipt for that transaction as well, if you're into it. All right, well, let me know if you know anybody who wants to buy an NFT of an NFT. I'm pretty, yeah, because since it's just a digital receipt, anything can be made into an NFT, right? Like even actually, here's an idea. Has anyone made an NFT of the first Bitcoin transaction? That would probably sell for a lot. Don't tell the crypto bros this. Yeah, but what I'm doing, as from the stream title, is I am porting a real-time lip-syncing library from Unity to Godot, but I'm doing it via Godot GD native, because it looks like performance is going to be an issue. And then since it's not like, it wouldn't be an easy port from Unity C# to Godot C# either. That'd be crazy. It's our little secret. All right. Tell you what, I'll let you in 50-50. You don't tell anybody. I wonder if someone's done that already. That's actually somewhat interesting. Crypto boys are gonna know that. Yeah, well, because it's crypto bros don't actually know how the technology works, so I don't know. Has anyone made an NFT of first Bitcoin? I don't know, a transaction? Yeah. I don't think so. Oh baby. I feel like if someone had, it would be big news. Oh baby. And then since you can just go, let's see, block explorer, explore Bitcoin, I guess. Can I just search for the first transaction? How would I find the first transaction? That could actually be worth a lot if you just jump on that really quickly. How much do you want to bet? Like, I'm not going to actually do it, but how much do you want to bet someone's going to do it one day and you're going to see it in the news and you'll be like, oh, I remember seeing this. What was the first Bitcoin transaction? Hash. Give me the hash. Block 1. Oh, he's done it. So then we search for this. There we go. I made the first Bitcoin kill the person, steal the thing, and sell an NFT. Well, see, you don't need to, right? You don't need to. I could just sell this page. Right? Like it's historic. Like if you didn't you see that the like Tim Berners-Lee, the creator of the internet, more or less, from CERN, sold the, I guess, the specification for it as an NFT. So like, I don't know. Like no one knows who owns this. So like, couldn't I just sell this? Since the burden of proof is apparently on the buyer anyways. Print an unpopular website. Yeah, you could. Could do anything you want. For I in, or for J in, or I guess for MFCC in. Wait for the change later and get popular selling NFT out of the old layout. Yeah, you totally could. And it's the Wild West out there, man. No rules. Just how the crypto bros like it. Alright, I think I need to... Do I need to do this? I think I can just do it like that as an iterator. Yeah. Well, anyways, I mean, mark my words, someone is gonna sell the first Bitcoin block. The first Bitcoin transaction. Or for like pretty much all the first transactions, right? Out of any chain. If they can find like proof of, I guess, ownership, I feel like that would be really big. I'm surprised no one has tried to do it yet. But like, people like collectibles, and what's more collectible than the first thing on a weird blockchain thingy, right? So if MF CC native array is equal to this plus equals MFCC, can you do that? I don't think you can do that. Isn't this just an MFCC native array is just a F64? Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Oh, it's the I part. Wait. Yes. I think that's okay. Then I need to clone into... Cannot index into a value of type profile NSC calibration data, but it is a vector. Oh, okay, so I need to get the first type of it and then index into it. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, this is a historic moment, Felipe. You heard it here first. The next explosion of NFTs, crypto collectibles. Although I remember when I was talking to like a bunch of, because I do technically, like, full disclosure, I do work in cryptocurrency professionally. But I remember when I was talking to them about like they were talking about like, well, how do you feel about NFTs? And I was like, I'm not saying I don't like them, but what I am saying is that they've been here for a while. And they're like, oh, really? Tell me more. We're talking to an expert. and just completely went off on them in the interview. And you know, they were like, this person knows what they're talking about. He does know what he's talking about. Let's hire him, even though it's like, you know. I can't into this? Ooh, type annotations. Okay. As how do I turn a U size into a F64? Rust. Speech increased plus 100. Yeah. Well, you would be surprised like how many people who work for these like huge crypto companies. Like I'm not even talking about like the tiny like NFT startups or whatever. Like this is a big company, but they're like, there's a lot of people that just don't understand how it works, but they're like, yeah, cryptocurrency. I'm like, oh, what are you doing? What are you doing? All right, there we go. I think that should be fine. Yeah. Yeah, like I think that there was another thing I was very surprised about, which was that like most of the people I was talking to like thought that NFTs were like metaverse stuff, which was crazy to me. I was like, you thought metaverse stuff came as a result of NFTs? Question mark. That's completely false. Yeah, like metaverse stuff has been around since like even before VR chat. But then like when you talk to, you know, quote unquote professionals or experts in the field, they're like, yeah, they'll talk about NFTs and they'll be like, wait a minute, aren't you talking about metaverse? And they're like, yeah, they're the same thing, right? I'm like, oh no. Oh no. It's not the same thing. Like, yeah, there's like digital art galleries, I guess, if you want to call it that where you can display your NFT, but like that's been around. That's just it's mostly just like 3JS or Babylon JS or whatever. So it's all the same stuff. The difference is that one is has a lot of real money attached to it. This is too much of not knowing. Yeah. Well, I mean, that's why it's a good field to be in, though, right? So if you know how to do a Google search, you know more than the experts already, or the self-proclaimed experts. Index is greater than or equal to self mfcs dot lang. Hey. Cannot find who? What do you mean? Can this not be a I wrote it Golang style. My bad. Comparison is useless due to type limits. That's fine. That's fine. Oh, this one's also useless due to type limits. Yeah, if it's a U size, then we can already guarantee that it'll be proper. Officially, Mark Zuckerberg was on NFTs. They're a DLC for all of Meta's metaverse. Yeah, the metaverse. We should create a metaverse on top of Meta's metaverse. How far down does the rabbit hole go? So let's... I guess we don't need to deallocate. We can just hit it with a self mfccs dot remove index, I guess. And then this returns... Yeah, I guess we'll just drop it. We don't care. Like a virtual world. Oh yeah, exactly. It's just like you know, if you've ever seen The Matrix. I'm actually surprised at this point how many people have not seen The Matrix, but you know, Yeah, they were in the side of oh, they wake you in the Matrix, right? They wake up from their presumed reality and they find out they're actually ruled over by robots. But what's to say that they're not all? They're not all. They weren't inside. They weren't waking up from the Matrix. They're waking up from the Matrix inside of the Matrix. Yeah. And so what if there's like, what if it's like infinitely deep layers of the Matrix and they just kind of like, the humans are actually alive somewhere, but they just place them really far down in the Matrix so that they stop at some point because they think that they're out. It's basically like Inception, right? Versus Zuckerberg, the man, not robots. Well, you don't know. He could be a lizard robot. Could be a lizard robot. Wouldn't that be something? Not just a robot or just a lizard man. He's a lizard robot man. A Lobot? Isn't Lobot one of the characters from Star Trek? Oh no, I've never watched Star Trek. It's a little bit before my time. So this is a vector of F-64s, and then Calib, which is just a bool. Okay. Should be, yeah, isn't Lobot, not lobotomy. Yeah, wait, no, Lobot's from Star Wars. He's the guy from the second movie. When they're in the Cloud City. Yeah, Bespin. This is Lobot. I remember. He was a very, very minor character. Star Wars, Star Trek, that's like the same thing. Am I right? Alright, so if index is greater than or equal to mf self.mf css dot length, then we'll just return. He looks like Jeff Bezos. Are you saying that all bald people look the same? This is really the what we're doing today. Maybe Jeff Bezos is a Lobot. Too. Maybe. I don't know. I mean, if you had the opportunity to put on like a headset that's like directly interfaces with your brain, would you take it? You know? I feel like I could be convinced. I feel like I could be convinced. Huh. Let mutable array equal... Oh no. mfcc dot, I guess this is a clone, yeah? So I can cut out several parts of the C# code just by doing this, because how C# tends to do things is that they just allocate new data all the time, whereas in Rust, I guess you just need to be specific. You're gonna enter the year of the lizard. I'm ready. I'm ready. Enter the lizard verse, if you will. Like, I don't know. Like, isn't that kind of where we're headed anyways? Once we start getting brain scanning technology, we upload ourselves to the cloud. It's like, would you really trust a corporation not to mess with your memories? Once they let's do this. Like, I think if any company is going to have like brain scanning plus like I guess brain downloading again, it would probably be Facebook, right? It's either Facebook or whatever Elon Musk is doing, or maybe they'll have like a joint venture, and then they'll be like, all right, once they upload themselves to the cloud and they push themselves back, let's like replace some of their memories, and then they'll you know, make them Facebook fanboys or whatever. Or maybe that's what they'll do to the astronauts. Have you ever considered that? Right, so they kill the astronaut, send them to Mars, put them into a robot body, but then... you know what? That could be kind of a cool... that could almost be like a kind of a cool, cool story. Consider borrowing here. I think we'll want to borrow that. Download content from each other's brains. Yeah, you wouldn't steal a brain, would you? Or you wouldn't print a brain, I suppose, but, you know. I don't know. If I was given the opportunity to, I think I'd try it. Give it a try. Add calibration data. So it needs to be this one. Alright, so I don't think I can do that. Cannot borrow a pointer data as mutable is behind a reference. I don't think I can do that. Oh, no, I totally can. Imagine a Control X, Control V gone wrong between brains. Between brains to robots to play laser tag with real lasers. Oh, that's cool. Wouldn't that be kind of a cool game idea, actually? Wouldn't that be kind of a cool game idea? Is, it's like laser tag. But it's like if you want to... Like, so you can transfer your consciousness into a robot, and it has like some base stats, but all the experience goes back to your real body. But so if you wanted to get like a real advantage, you would need to, you know, actually go into the arena with your real body and thus risking your actual stats. That could be kind of cool. Okay. Naruto clone robots, yeah, but like the clone robots are I guess all the same stats, so that you don't have any advantage or disadvantage. But if you want to get an advantage, you have to risk your real body. There's a game idea there. There's a game idea there. Remove old calibration data. That's a good idea. Yeah, you can have it for free because I don't really make shooters. Data counts. I actually don't know what this is expecting. So this is expecting an integer, but Rust has the concept of a... Rust has the concept of usize and just regular value types. I know. Feed yourself to go through stuff. The way you would do it. Gotta go into the metaverse to cry right now. That's alright. In the metaverse, no one can hear you cry. Or no one can see you cry. I guess no one can hear you cry in the metaverse either, unless you were hot micing. OC data counts. Or, yeah, okay. So data counts. This is a... where is it? It's an i64, so there should be an i64. Man, it feels like this code is really inefficient. But maybe I'm crazy. While something, blah, blah. I don't think I can do that. Remove at? What? Isn't this is just clearing the list? Because it's the constant amounts of data that you'll always have. Wouldn't I just do self mfcc data list clear? Oh? Or no, we're clearing the excess data. Oh, okay. So while self.mfcc length is greater than data counts, we'll do self. Okay. As i64. I guess we are wasting a few bytes here, but that's okay. Doing the conversion. Because I'm pretty sure usize is like a really, really small amount. And then we kind of like stick it into the bigger data container of an i64. Like I'm pretty sure a usize is a... Actually, a usize might be a really big amount as well. I have no idea. Like I think in the official specification for usize, it's just like whatever the standard like number size is as defined as by your processor. Whereas i64, i32, etc. are all defined by Rust. So MFCC calibration data list. We can hit it with a remove 0. That feels really bad, but I'll let you do it. Okay, so add, oh, this is update MFCC. So we add the calibration data, and then we will data remove old calibration data, and that's self MFCC data count. And what is if calib? Calib? Ooh? Calib? What is calib here? Oh, it's defined here, if calib. Don't know what this is doing, but we want to do, or if we're trying to calibrate, then we want to update the data native array. We'll do data, update native array. Yeah, that should be okay. So this doesn't need to be mutable, and this also does not need to be mutable. We just need a mutable, we need whatever this is to be mutable, but we're not resetting this to another type or to another value. Okay. This is get averages. So I guess this just needs to be a reference to our self index, which is going to be a usize most likely. And that, I think that conversion should happen automatically. Probably. Wait. Huh? This looks wrong. Right. Get averages, return. So we get the MFCC at this current index, and then we get its native array, but that native array doesn't actually get you the average. That looks like a bug. But we'll see what they're doing with it, and then I'll see it. We'll figure out if I want to do anything with that. But that should be a vector f64. So this will be self. Guess what? It might need to be a mutable reference to ourself as well. I don't know. Self mfccs index, and then the mfcc native array. How do you feel about that? Yeah, I figured you wouldn't like it very much. But what's your problem? Oh, a public function, right. Yeah, I didn't think that this would be okay. Move occurs because value has type. Okay, I don't know, let's just clone it and see what happens. And let's also add a to do, because this doesn't feel right. To do, this doesn't look like it gets the average. But I copied, or I guess I translated, but this is how it is in the original. All right, we're almost done with translating one file. Just 99 more miles to Graceland. So this is export. I don't think I need this. Yeah, export imports. Yeah, I don't need any of this. I don't need any of that. To do stub looks like it's for, I guess, pre-compiling like like lip sync data, pre-compiling lip sync data. Then similarly, this one imports self path string. All right. I guess we'll just panic. That's fine. Panic. Unimplemented. Should not use this at any cost. Is there a macro, an unimplemented Rust? Unimplemented macro. All right, so how do I use this? Unimplemented. All right, so I don't need to panic. I should just do unimplemented. Unimplemented. Hooray. Used for loading sync data. I guess we don't need to have to do then. For pre-compiling lip sync data, which I don't need to implement, but I guess it'd be nice to have. Oh, and then they have creates, which is pretty much the same thing as public function new that I'm using there. I don't know if that's used any. Is this used anywhere? Oh my god, this is used somewhere. Where is this used? It says it's used here. Audio clip? What is an audio clip? Audio clip creates. Does audio clip extend profile? Ooh. Public audio clip, which is some sort of clip. Excuse me. Clip. Oh my god. Interesting. Or no, this is the function. Okay. Well, I don't know. What is an audio clip? Where do I get one of these? This must be defined somewhere. Audio clip. Audio source. I wonder if audio clip is just a Unity thing. Unity audio clip. Okay, yeah, that's just a Unity thing. Okay. Let's see. I guess I'll still implement public function creates. And then this takes a path, some sort of string value. Technically is not needed since I'm going to be using the more idiomatic new functionality. Yeah, I mean, this is just profile default, right? Yeah, that's pretty much it. So to do superseded by the more idiomatic new function. Okay, so that's profile. In the bag, baby. Not everything is super implemented, I suppose, but you know what? Let's do this as unimplemented Unity specific. So I'm not going to implement this, but just in case I accidentally call it for some reason. Let's see. Yeah, let's just go ahead and run through everything else as well. So there's allocate, deallocate is allocated, which I don't need to do. So public function allocate, which appears to just be called in like its destructors and stuff, so don't really need that. So there's public function allocate, public function deallocate. That's already all taken care of. Then this one is function is allocated. This is a bool. Oh, and then of course these are all self functions, so they should be kind of implicitly attached to the struct. So this is self mfcc native array is created. Actually, I don't think that this is possible for me to do. Yeah, because I can guarantee that this will always be initialized. Okay. I don't know. So unimplemented mfcc native array will always be allocated when in scope, I guess. That should be fine. This one, unimplemented. The allocation should happen automatically because I'm not doing anything fancy. And then this one should be allocation happens when mfcc data comes into scope. Sure. I think that's all right. It's all right. Let's go back to what did I? Why was I messing with the profile stuff again? It was in update results. Okay. Yeah, okay. Update result. So we wait for the thread to complete. We then also copy the MFCC for other stuff. MFCC for other. So we'll do self.mfcc for other. Copy from slice. Hold on. Yeah, copy from slice. I guess we'll try to mimic the functionality as best we can. I don't think that's exactly what you can do, but I guess I can get a reference to it. That should be fine. Copy from slice requires a reference, so that's fine. It's like a double reference though, I think. All right. So this is, we need to get the index somehow from job results. Job result? Where does this come from? Job results, job results. Updates, so this is update result, schedule job. Oh, that's very scary. So that just, job result stuff updates on a thread. Okay. Interesting. Probably. Okay. So we're looking at the runtime stuff. We can look at lip sync job. And I suppose, like, this is a struct, right? So job result. And then once it gets executed, presumably something happens here. Yeah, so we execute and then we do a thing. That's interesting. How would you ever access the other indices then? Interesting. I wonder if it would be possible just to do this on a different thread in GDScript. And then we kind of fudge a lot of the other things. And by a lot of the other things, I mean we kind of fudge the kind of pointer arithmetic and just do everything in memory almost. I guess everything is technically in memory, but you know what I'm talking about. Kind of using like a fake pointer. Okay, so get index from job results. This one we can do. So let phoneme equal self profile. Do I not have a profile? Question mark. What's profile? Profile. Oh, this is what I was doing. So this is the Unity stuff. So we have, this is just lip sync whatever. So this is a Godot specific stuff for sure. That kind of takes the place of Unity's audio source. We'll need some sort of thread handler. We'll probably just use Rust structures for that. I'm pretty sure that's what the job handle is supposed to do. And then there's the index, raw input data. Start structuring this like they did it. Phonemes, job results, which is some sort of struct. Requested calibration vowels. And don't think I need that, but let's do job result, which is some sort of vector. Probably have F64s if we're being honest. So we go to core job, lip sync job results. No, job results is index volume and distance. Interesting. And also before we do this, I guess I'll need to implement some of the lower level stuff beforehand, and then we'll be able to do the more fun stuff. So public, profile. Yeah, there we go. This needs to be some sort of profile. So profile is equal to profile, like a default profile, that's fine. Or we could even create like a new one. It doesn't matter. New, default, it's all the same. I believe new just uses default behind the scenes anyways, yeah. How neat. So on lip sync update event, what is this? Oh no. Lip sync update event. Where is that defined? Lip sync update. Lip sync update. Is this something that's emitted? Lip sync update event. Let me see. Duplicate this file. Go to file. Or can I search? Because there's a lot of things on lip sync updates. So this is a C# event, but that they're using it not, or they've defined it not inside this class. That's tough. Let's find it, I guess. Update events. Don't see it. A lot of these outer things. Oh, maybe. Lip sync update events. Nothing here. What I'm doing is I'm just running through every single file. So I'm pretty sure it's not in common. So we search. Nope, there it is. It's a Unity event as well. Okay. So what does this do? What does that do? So there's like lip sync info. They have some consts, but I don't think I'm using that either. Yeah. We can probably just ignore that. We can probably just ignore that. Audio source probably handled. Yeah, okay. Let's create, let's start porting the job stuff now. So we'll do like lip sync job rs. Should be all right. So we'll go to mod lip sync job, just so we have a handle onto that. Okay, this is also burst compiled, which means that this was a good option to rewrite this in Rust. So we'll have pub struct. Oh, I don't know if it's a good option to rewrite this in Rust, but it'll work. So we have a lip sync job, and then we'll also have a lip sync job result. Pub struct lip sync job result. So then we'll have a public index, and then we'll call this an i64. Why not? Just do everything as 64-bit. What's the worst that could happen? This is an F64, and then this is distance, also an F64. Should be fine. We'll hit this with a derive default. Why not? I think that should just initialize as everything is zeroed out. Okay. So then public inputs. This is a vector of F64s. Start index. Output sample rate. I64. Target sample rate. I think that's all right. They've labeled these as read only, but not really. Actually, in Rust, can you do that? Label something as read only? Nah, that's a question. I've never had to do that. Rust, read only field. It's inherited from the variable binding. Is it possible to force a field to always be immutable? Impossible to have immutability of a single field. If a field is declared immutable and the struct is declared mutable and the reference used was an immutable reference, then the field is nothing? Okay, yeah, I guess you could just use a getter or setter, but how boring. I'm not gonna do that. Mel filter bank channels. Oh, this has already been done somewhere else as well, I see, because it gave me code completion. This is a volume thresh, my favorite League of Legends champion. It's actually not true. But I did like playing Thresh a lot when I was playing League. Let's see. Public mfcc. So this is a vector of F64's phonemes, which is a similar thing. And then results. What is the results? Oh, this is results is just a vector of lip sync job results. Oh, cool. Neat. And there you have it. There you have it. And then because these are all pretty simple data types, we can just hit it with a default. So everything should be initialized either zeroed out or as like zero length vectors, which are just lists, I guess. So let's implement lip sync job First of all, let's hit it with one of these. I do like just having new, even though like default is possible. I think it's just nice to have a new function. Although I do know that it can be kind of a divisive topic, because it is redundant, but it does make the kind of function interface more consistent. Public function execute. Okay, so this is a void function, but this will need to be presumably a mutable reference to itself. Okay. Algorithm. Oh no. Okay, so before we do lip sync job, we need to implement the algorithm as well. The hardest part. Algorithm rs. Mod algorithm. There we go. Alright, the fun parts. Algorithm. Look at that. Oh boy. That'll be fun. So what are we going to do this? So they've already labeled this as a public unsafe static class. That's a good start. Public struct algorithm. And that's it. Yeah, pretty much. So we'll implement algorithm. Let's see. I guess like if you want to do static functions in Rust, you just don't attach like anything to it, right? So if you just did like a get max, oh, that's not how you do it. Get max value. Oh, geez. All right, now we're getting into C# concepts that are sufficiently different enough from Java that I don't recognize them anymore. So what is this? C# in. What is the in parameter? I've seen this before, but I'm only really familiar with like the ref parameter. So the in keyword causes arguments to be passed by reference, but ensures the argument is not modified. Okay, so it's a reference to something. Neat. How neat. Okay. You know what we're gonna do here? Let's duplicate this scene. So duplicate it. So main chroma keyed plus vert screen. So it's like obvious what I'm looking at on my other thing. So display capture. So this is vert HP. Sure. Let me see. I think this is display 2. Is that reflecting immediately? That might be yeah, that might be reflecting immediately. Or did my stream die? No, my stream's still here. Neat. Okay, so let's fit this to screen. There we go. Just move you over here. I think this is technically incorrect because the size is still wrong. How do I get, how do you, transform, like the transform is correct, but it's just kind of weird. That's fine. Nope. You stay there. How do I make this, I suppose it should be on the right. We'll just have to move it whenever we need to, I suppose. We'll keep it here. This is what we're looking at. Not super visible, but that's what you're gonna get. Alright, so this takes in a reference to something. So some sort of array, which will be a reference to a vec of F64s, supposedly. And it'll give you back a F64 as well. So hold on. This returns get max value of some sort of pointer. Unimplemented. Needs get max value. Oh no. Okay. Gotta love function overloading. Okay, so gotta think. I guess they're the same thing, maybe? Or how do you have default values in Rust? Default parameters. I don't know if that's possible or not. Rust default parameter. Default function arguments. You can, okay, so you can use an option, I suppose. Okay, so that's how we're going to do it, I guess. That's weird. Oh, but because of how it works, right? Is it uses some? Looks like it uses pointer arithmetic, maybe. Yeah. So the way this works is it uses return get max value, and then it returns a pointer to that array, and then iterates over it, I suppose. Oh no, I'm very bad at pointer arithmetic. But you would need to do... Well, I suppose this is okay, right? Because if I'm reading this correctly, we only need to... I just need to get the pointer from it. So we'll do rust get pointer. Rust get pointer to, I guess, get the pointer to a vector. I don't need to expose it to FFI. Point it to an element of a vector. This is the... Ooh. Isn't it like array get point? Isn't there pointer? Pointer. I've seen this before. I did search this up at some point. Do not use vector from raw parts unless the pointer came from a vector originally. Do not free a pointer that you don't own. That's right. Now, how do I get... Oh, it's... No. This is like binding stuff. Primitive type pointer. I don't think this is what I want. So you can coerce it. You can create it using a pointer address of. Get it from C, absolutely not. pointer. Pointer of, I don't know, pointer to vector. Just give me all the Stack Overflow stuff. How to get index of an element using pointer arithmetic. Sure. Let me see. Slice as pointer. So I guess like if I had a slice of that array. Okay. So I can require a slice. That's fine. I know that this is going to be as pointer, and that gives me a constant t to the slices buffer, sure. Okay, which means we can now go back to this. Alright, so we have the pointer to the array. Array as pointer. So let's array pointer equal this. Right. This is still wrong because it's expecting an output value, but that's okay. And then let's let's max equal 0 f. Type error, that's good. What's your problem? Let's F64 this, just so we know what it is. And then for, okay, well, for I in 0 to array dot length. Okay, what are we doing? Can I even do this anymore? That's fine. Please let me. We'll you know, to do, we need to take out this part at the end. To do, change this. All right. Now that the compiler has stopped complaining, we can do. Oh. Okay, let mutable max equal whatever this is. Then max will be equal to, I'm pretty sure I don't have max imported. So let's see, Rust max, Rust math max value. So math standard compare, cool. So using standard CMP. Cool. So compare max. And then value 1, value 2. Is this how they were doing it? They were. And then they're also using absolutes. Okay, so we'll have the max value, max, and CMP dot. Okay, how do I get absolute value in Rust? Absolutes. Give me Rust math absolute. Or is this just not something that really exists? How do I get an absolute value in Rust? Nowadays, absolute is a method on most number types. Okay. Well, does that help me? I think it does. Oh no. Okay. So array pointer. What is this doing? What does this give me? I don't think that this gives me anything. Cannot find, oh, well, one. Gotta spell it correctly. What does this give me? Cannot index into a value of type pointer constant F64. Like, I'm just a little confused as to what this is doing. So this gets an unsafe read-only pointer, and then, yeah, it's a pointer to a float. All right, well, let's Google this on the main monitor then. So C#, native array, get unsafe read-only pointer. So does this give you a pointer to the first value? Oh, this is a Unity thing. Okay. So it's a native array memory buffer pointer. Gets a pointer to the memory buffer of a native array or native array read only when in only the case whenever in built-in player. This checks that the blah blah. Well, it's possible to write to the return pointer. This is generally unsafe. When this method call succeeds, you are only guaranteed that reading from the pointer is safe. Okay. But it gives you a pointer, sure. How would I do the same thing here then? Isn't this roughly the same thing? Like, I guess I don't need the pointer then because I already have the raw data. Is that it? Like, what would I do with this pointer? Don't I already have the data? Let me see. Rust, pointer, arithmetic, sure. How should you do it? I guess. Pointers have an offset method for pointer arithmetic. So would it be this instead? So it'd be like offset. Maybe this isn't actually a pointer. Offsets I. Okay. Expected F64 found a pointer. Yeah, that makes sense. Found raw pointer. All right. Well, given a raw pointer, how do I get the actual thing again? Calculates the offset from a pointer. Sure. Result is undefined behavior. You rarely need raw pointers in Rust. Yes, I realize that. But the problem is I'm trying to, or whatever I'm trying to port, I'm not very familiar with it. So I'm trying not to stray too far from their implementation, right? Like I don't know too much about lip syncing. I'm more of a visual kind of guy. Or not even visuals, it's just like I know how to manipulate things on screen. If you're talking shaders, I don't know. But this is what I'm trying to do, is we have these two functions here. So this is like, Godot supports C#, but they're using a lot of Unity specific stuff. So I think it would be too much of a pain to try to coerce this into Godot C#, which is why I'm just going ahead and rewriting it in Rust. But I'm kind of wondering if it's this part here, right? So this is a overloaded function, get max value. This takes a pointer to a float, and that presumably is the first value of that array. And they just kind of iterate over it. I think. I think. So do I need that? I don't know. Maybe. If if I don't, then like that's really easy then, right? Then I would just need to iterate over the array. Can I link to standard docs? Yeah, sure, yeah. No problem, there's dropping links in chat. Not very good at Rust, even though technically I am employed as a Rust programmer. I mostly write a lot of Python that interfaces with Rust. Basically this, but without absolute. Who? Some sort of iterator. Okay, well, I mean, if that's what this is doing, I suppose that's okay. I suppose that's okay. Yeah? If those two things are functionally equivalent, then I guess I'm okay with doing that. Doesn't bother me. I'd rather not have to deal with pointers anyways. Yeah, so we can do, I don't know. Would it be like, I'm keeping the same function, the parameter names, by the way. So even though I know that this is a vector, we're just calling it an array. So iter. We can reduce it, I suppose. I can guarantee that I'm doing, or I can guarantee that it'll be an F64 because that's how I'm just doing everything. Although I think this will need to be a more complicated reduce, won't it? So of course you can just loop the array with the loop too. Yeah, I suppose. Yeah, let's not get fancy with it, right? Let's undo me. Or for I in array iter or into iter, sure, why not? And then we can, well, yeah, let's just do the same thing, right? Let mute max f64 equals 0 dot. Into iter is implicit in for loop. Oh, is it? I never remember these kind of things. Oh, the struggles of a Python programmer. Python / Java / I guess I technically write Rust. You should be very scared that someone like me is writing Rust professionally. But thank you, I appreciate it. That's why I'm trying to do it in my free time. So hopefully I can get better at it. Because I think that's the problem, right? Because people tell me I need to read the Rust book. And it's like, yeah, I've read most of it, bits and pieces of it, but like the amount that I retain is almost none of it. Yeah, unless I actually use it in a project. If I don't use it, then I'll just forget almost immediately. So yeah, we can just do this, right? So it's pretty much the same logic. Yeah, so we'll just hit it with a compare max, whatever this value is, and then we'll take array absolute. Shouldn't that be okay? And then this one should be, what's the problem? Trait bound, compare ord is not implemented for F64. Okay, well, that's unfortunate. Max other works as well. Oh, does it? Please. I desire code completion. Okay. Max other. Oh yeah, and then the problem is I don't have absolute defined on whatever the heck this is, which is an F64, because that's what I'm doing everything as. Undeclared. Oh, right. No. So I guess I don't have to do this, right? I don't have to use, I can just implement this myself really quickly. So if let I absolute equal I abs. Full values can't be compared easily since there's nan and infinity. Oh, that's okay. We'll just do something close enough, which is pretty much the story of my life, really. So if I absolute is greater than max, and guess what? Is equal to I absolute. Phenomenal. That's good enough. All we're doing is lip syncing, and then we're doing some sort of weird, whatever this is called, MFCC stuff. That's all. I'm trying to stay as close to the original algorithm as possible. All right, what's the error? What's your problem? Okay. Well, for I in array, so this is an F64. Is this not declared directly on the value? Number absolute. Oh, use standard. Wait. Oh, dot absolute, right. My bad. There we go, that should be fine. On to the next part. Get RMS volume. I don't know what RMS volume means, but let's do it. This one also uses the kind of weird float pointer arithmetic stuff, but yeah, I apologize. I'm usually a bit more productive than this, but this isn't entirely written in GDScript, which is close to Python. But also, I wrote this. So what I'm trying to do, because there are no free and open source, you know, real-time lip sync stuff, I'm just trying to do it myself. Well, there is the one that I'm looking at right now, so I can drop a link, one of these things. MIT licensed, etc., so it's fine to look at. And as long as I drop their license somewhere into this repo, it should be fine. But OpenCFace GD, I don't know. Let's see. Find that on my GitHub there. Look at that. So the two things that I'm missing so far are lip syncing, because right now the mouth tracking is kind of slow. Technically configurable, but won't be as nice as real-time lip syncing. And then also automatic facial expression detection. So right now you just have to manually toggle between all the shapes. But that's something I know how to do, but I think lip syncing is something that people are actually looking for. Okay, so this is RMS volume. I don't know what that means, but I can guarantee that these will all be F64s. This will give you back an F64, sure. I wonder if I should actually be doing these as F32s, but whatever. So let mutable average. What does RMS stand for? Richard Stallman. Right. Magic stuff. It's not gonna really bother me, but it will bother me. All right, so we'll do the same thing for I in array. Let's see. Oh, okay. Well, that's easy then, huh? We'll just square everything. Why is this not called? This is just the What is this doing? We square everything, add them together, and then take the square root of the entire thing. What does that give you? I don't know. What am I saying? Floats can use max. Oh, can they? I don't know. Didn't seem to work, but maybe I'm just dumb. It's okay. right? Because when I tried doing this thing, right? Compare, hit with a max, right? Max and this thing, I.absolute. Didn't I get an error here? Yeah. Not implemented for F64. One of those. Oop, hold on. Yeah, I think it's implemented for F32s and lower, but not for F64. Rust, square root. All right, standard number square root, unless this is already implemented on something. Okay, yeah, it's just implemented on it. That's fine. So average dot square root should be fine. Then this one is just average is equal to I. How do you square something? Power. Power of to an integer power of 2 should be okay, right? That's what this is doing, even though I said I was going to try to follow this as close as possible. Yeah, I mean that's it, right? Plus equals whatever. Yeah. Copy ring buffer. What the heck is a ring buffer? Copy ring buffer. Oh, actually, I know what a ring buffer is. Yeah, ring buffers are buffers that points where the end points to the beginning again. Okay, yeah, so you can just continuously read from it. Yeah, I know things. I only know this because someone's talked to me about implementing it before. Hold on, wait a minute. That's not true. This needs to be average divided by array dot, I almost did that wrong. Yeah, so this needs to be the length gives me a U size, so we'll have to do as F64. I'm sure there's a better way of doing that, but that's fine. Okay. Array move due to this implicit call to into iter. That's fine. I don't know. Can you just give me a reference or something? There we go. Or I suppose I could pre-compute it as well. Let's see. Public function, copy ring buffer. I thought I wrote this already, but maybe I'm dumb. Let's see. So this is the input, F64, and then output. Ah, geez. C# specific syntax. Oh no. Copy ring buffer. Okay, sure, probably. Outputs. Wait. Wait. So the output should be... This needs to be a reference. Because we're going to be modifying it. And then there is the length and then the start index. I don't think we need to have the length. I can just calculate that myself. But we do need the start source index. So I'm copying that directly from there. So this should return nothing. Yeah, because it uses an out parameter. Yeah. Okay, so unsafe read-only pointer, unsafe pointer. Don't need the length, don't need the start index. Right, because I'm not working with the pointer. So we'll do for I in... it was input? Yeah, input dot length. So output should be able to modify that without needing it to be mutable, but maybe that is necessary. Because floats don't implement the ord trait, you can't use standard compare, but they have a method that has the same name. I have to get to the bottom of this. Well, that's the benefit of watching a programming streamer who doesn't know the language they're writing in. Does that make sense? Am I going delirious? Run into things, can't explain it, somehow make it work anyways. Now that's programming, baby. So inputs, start source index plus I moduloed. Moduloed by, oh, let's grab the length first, I guess. So let's length equal input length. Then we'll just reuse it a bunch. That should be all right. What's your problem? So type F64 cannot be indexed by, ooh, okay. Wait. Slice indices are of type usize or ranges of usize. That's right. Yeah. Oh, right, because this doesn't, I don't think I can into this either, right? I don't think that'll work. That might work. Mismatch types. I don't think I should do that. That's probably not good either. No, you can't do that. Cannot add usize to I64. What is this? This is a usize. Oh, no. Okay. Well, as I64. Or maybe, hold on. This is a... Alright, I can just force myself to to use a usize there. Yeah, there we go. Cannot borrow output as mutable. That's fine, so this needs to be mutable then. Yeah, there we go. And we can change this later. Normalize. God, I hate how they... Why is this entire thing just use pointer arithmetic? It makes me very sad. But these are necessary because I don't know what they're doing otherwise. Normalize. Wait. Huh? Oh, this normalizes everything in the inputs. All right, okay, gotcha. So this is array. So this needs to be one of these things. F64. Okay, okay. So, okay. Let max equal get max value of, I suppose it's just the same array, right? And then cannot find. I don't think that's okay. Oh, that's interesting. You would have to call it like this then, right? Algorithm, this, yeah. Expected struct, standard vec. To vector. I don't care if we waste a bit of memory, so that's okay. So this is an implicit clone, yeah. So if, all right, do I have epsilon? Is rust epsilon. Standard. All right, so I need an F64 epsilon. Cool, deprecated. Replaced by the use F64 epsilon instead. Okay, cool. So if max is less than F64 epsilon. That's okay, yeah. So if it's less than epsilon, then just return, I guess. Then for I in 0 to, what is length? Length is the array length. So array. Then we'll do array I divided equals max. I don't know, man. I think that's okay. Using a slice type is usually better than a vector, but I'm sure it's fine for now. Yeah. Yeah. There's a lot of things I'm probably doing wrong. I don't know. What a slice type, I guess like in terms of C#, which one more closely approximates like a C# list, or in this case, this is a Unity native array, right? Because like a slice is just a view into a vector, right? That's kind of the thing about it. But since we're trying to presumably mutate some of them, and presumably that's also why they're using these, is because they're mutable. I don't know. Maybe I will have to go back and do that eventually, or see if it even breaks or something. If it breaks, it shouldn't be too bad to just go back, right? Because it's really just I take off the vec and then make it like a slice or something. I don't know. Low pass filter. Okay. What is this? What? It's just a matter of what the function can take as an input from the outside world. Right, but like isn't a... Like I know that's in like Golang, right? So you have like an array type. But then if you want to get part of an array, you're supposed to use slices because it's a copy of the original array. And so it's pretty much guaranteed to be safe. Whereas if you want to modify the vector in this case directly, it's unsafe. But something like that. If you have a reference to a slice of U8s, you can use a vector or vec q as an input. Oh, okay. Well, interesting. I suppose. So I guess what you're saying is by changing these to this, I mean the input should be about the same, right? It just makes it so I can accept more values into it. Is that it? Not the owned one? Well, I don't think any of these are owned, right? None of these are really owned. Like I'm not modifying any of these, which is why it's okay to accept a reference to a slice. Yeah. But it's only and mutable that needs to be I need to be a bit careful of, right? All right. Also, what is this? Can I not do this? Expected a... Okay, well... Okay, yeah, now that I've changed this. Consider borrowing here. Okay, well... alright. Get borrowed. And then this one, and is not an iterator. That's fine. We're just changing things. Now you don't need to 2vec either. Oh, yeah, you're right. Interesting. Okay. The more you know. We're learning. I think this one still needs to be a mutable vector of F64 those. F64s though. Right? Since we're trying to change the original. Yeah. I think that should be okay. Let's see, low pass filter. Mutable slice of F64s might work. When would you Would that work? I don't know. I don't know. I suppose it might. I guess, yeah. I thought the slice was a view into a vector. I guess you could still, if you have a mutable thing into a vector, you can change all of those that were inside the slice. Yeah, that makes sense, I guess. So this is a reference. So this is why it's static void. Sample rate, float, cutoff, and range. Okay. And then they have a temporary array and a float B. What? Float B? What is B? Ooh? B? B? So there's the B length, sure. Only if you need type-specific functionality, then you need the actual mule reference D. Okay, interesting. That's good to know. That's good to know. Yeah. You can kind of see how I do most of my Rust programming, which is try things until they work and then hope they don't break. Which is kind of how this works, right? Like because I wrote the overlay as well, so this is using Rust to keylog myself. So how did I make it work? I don't know, it just kind of works. Worked with it until it worked. And I think that's also how, because I'm working on a different version of this, that instead of requiring webcam data, it just uses mouse data instead. So it uses the same principle. So how fun. Both of those things are written in Rust, because Godot does not have access to your mouse position once you, I guess, background the window, right? Okay, so this is... Okay. So there's your data. Did they call this data and the other ones were called array? Yeah, okay, this one's called data. Just remember this. And then this also needs to be a mutable reference of F64s. That's how we roll. Yeah. So sample rate F64. Wait, hold on. This doesn't get passed along. The cutoff does, but the sample rate is used for cutoff and range. Ooh. Okay. We can do this. So sample rates, cutoff, F64. And then the range, also an F64, and then yeah, I guess that's all we need, yeah. I just need to do the outer implementation, and then I can do all this kind of inner implementation stuff inside of it. There must be a reason why they're using function overloading, though. Do they use this anywhere else in this function? I really hope they don't. Please don't. Oh, okay. That's good. All right, so they define cutoff. So let's, I guess we'll just redefine it, right? Be equal to, can I do that? I don't think you can do that. Yeah, I didn't think so. Can't reassign to an uninitialized variable. Okay, well, we can reinitialize it like this. So cutoff divided by sample rates. Let range equal, oh, thank you very much for, look at that. The stream overlay completely implemented, well, used to be completely implemented in GDScript and Godot. Code is also free and open source for that. Uses a little bit of Rust to do the mouse tracking. Var TMP, or let mutable TMP equal I guess it's just an F64. Just give me a new one of these. I don't think you can do this like that. Does this need to be turbo fished? I don't quite remember how to. What is the syntax for this? It's all right. We'll do this instead. F64. Is that it? So you do F64 like that. Oh, okay, cool. Neat. Yeah, there's the concise way, and then there's the long-winded way. I'm trying to force myself to do the things the more concise way, because that's the way my coworkers write their code as well. So let's, and that's a lot of my code has been failing code review, because they're like, you please try to do everything the concise way. We get that you used to be a Java dev. You caught me. Let's 3.1. Okay. Just 3.1. All right, hold on. What? 3.1 divided by range. Do I have access to, is round just a thing that's on this? I don't think so. It might be. What did you figure this out to be? F64? Oh my god, he's done it. Okay, so if and what do you think that this function is doing? So we get the cutoff divided by the sample rate, and the range is also divided by the sample rate. And then we get some sort of magic number here. 3.1 is probably the hertz, maybe? Then the hertz plus 1 modulated by 2. Whoa. Is equal to 0, then plus equals 1. We'll need to make this mutable. Moduloed by 2 is equal to 0. Hey, what's your problem? 1. Moduloed by 2 is equal to, okay. Number casting will be required. Will it? I think the compiler says it's okay. I'll trust it for now. Let B equal, probably the same thing. I don't know what B stands for. F64, new. Yeah, I feel like with Rust, because it's so different from all the other languages I usually write. Even in like languages I usually write, you know, like in Java. Like if you told me, please start up a new Spring Boot project, I would not be able to do that. I cannot start a Spring Boot project from memory, because I have no, it's just not in my brain. Do you need me to like work on a Spring Boot project? Probably I can do that, as long as we're not using too many auto injects, but it will be tough. Okay. Low pass filter, that's seems okay. So We have 2 for loops. What is this doing? Let x equal I minus. Okay, let's store that. So let's blen equal b dot len length. Sure. Blen minus. I don't know what this function is doing. I wish I did. I know it says low pass filter, and that's something that I guess makes sense to me, because a low pass filter means that you take out the bass part, or is it you take out the the top part? It's almost shorter? Yeah, maybe. I guess we're doing everything implicitly. I think that there must be something that they're using this for, or oh, you know what? Actually, it's because they're trying to make use of Unity's burst compiler. Yeah. Low pass is passing the low part? I don't know. I don't know pretty much anything about audio engineering. I know how to play instruments, but like if we're talking about mixing my own music or like composing my own music even, I'm kind of clueless. Divide usize by float. So this is also a usize. I just 2? All right. Actually, this could be incorrect, won't it? This is possible for it to be incorrect. So I'll need to cast this part as a float, right? Isn't the as f64, isn't that a function? No. Usize to f64. Integer to floating point conversions cannot presume. All right, that's fine. I don't care if we lose a little bit of precision. As f64. Did I do something wrong there? Or try into for checked. I suppose I could just do the force cast and that'll just work, right? We can do try into. No, okay. Oh, I don't need the checked conversion. Who needs checked conversions? As? Yeah. That's what I've been using. I know, yeah. Isn't this one, this can panic though? That's not usually the one you want to use, but it's the one I've been using. I know that you can do into, and then that should probably be okay. Yeah. That's fine. No, it doesn't panic, it's lossy. Oh, that's fine. I don't care. I think we're trying to move quickly here. We're trying to move quickly. At least in terms of execution. And maybe in terms of porting, we're moving pretty slow. It's a good exercise, at least for me. Times f60. Do you think this has pi attached to it? Times cutoff times x. Maybe it doesn't. No associated item. All right, how do I get pi? Yeah. I think I don't mind if we lose a bit of precision. That's fine. Rust f64 pi. Is this not pi? Yeah? Ooh. No associated item found per type f64. Isn't this is what I used for epsilon, isn't it? Or is epsilon different? Or this is in standard, use standard f64 const pi. Okay, now we'll just use pi. Because I'm doing everything, I'm going to assume everything is going to be an f64. Yeah. It's easier for me. So this is correct, F64. Then we set whatever this is equal to 2 times cut off times, does this exist on, I'm gonna assume it doesn't, Rust F64 sine. Maybe it does? Sine. Let me see. Sine. Okay. Ooh. Oh, it's just on the number, I suppose. That's something I need to get used to, is that some functions just exist on the number. It's the the Java leaking out again. Where's my classes that contain all the specific stuff? Wait. So it's angle sine? Does it just take itself? Yeah, okay. Sine divided by angle, right? Should be okay. Function factory builder. Well, at the very least, they were consistent about it. You know? thoughts. Wait a minute. Which length is this? There's a few lens. Data length. Ooh. Data. Okay, that's fine. So for... Yeah. Java gets a bad rap, but at least it's not too bad. It's possible for someone who doesn't know what they're doing, aka me, to just go in, and as long as, well, and especially since if you have IDE help, that's one of the nice things about Java is that, well, I guess that's like the nice thing about Java, and the bad thing about Java is that, you know, you have the IDE to help you, but also you need the IDE to help you. So if you ever don't have the IDE, well, you know, good luck. Unless you get compiler help instead. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like the compiler is being pretty mean to me right now. Just please give me code completion. I don't know what I want. I trust you. I trust that the compiler will know best, but sometimes not. Okay. Data. Was data? Yeah, data is mutable. Data I plus equals bj times temp. Ooh. What? How? Ooh. When did we? Ooh. Oh, remove that. When did I? Oh, it's create. Oh, okay, that makes sense. So I need to create. This is a copy of it. Data clone. Just clone me. Oh, can I not clone? Okay, hold on. Or have to pet the compiler nice and soft and it'll be nice back. No. Absolutely not. Clone into clone from. All right, so given a slice, how do I how do you clone a slice? Clone slice Rust. I like how I typed in clone slice and the first one it gave me in Google was a Golang search thing. You can 2vec. Oh, is this? I need to 2vec this one. Okay, that's fine. In Go, copying slices is standard fare and looks like this. Yes. I'm very familiar with Golang. Clone slice. It's generic over any element type. All right, well, it's clone from slice. That's fine. That should be okay. This is a vector. Doesn't matter. I minus j. Yeah, okay, that seems okay. What is your problem? Comparison is useless due to type limits. Huh? Wait a minute, what are they doing? So looking at this piece of code here. Will I ever be... I guess it's just being null safe. Just because. Possibly it could break. It's because in Rust index, usually U size, which is greater... Yeah, it's greater than 0. But that's what I'm kind of wondering about in C#. Right, because in C# they've defined their indices to be... Wait. No, this is a valid comparison. Yeah. This is valid. Comparison is useless due to type limits? Yeah, this is valid. Yeah. Right, because we have a double for loop, right? So for I in 0 to data length, I don't know what it is, and then we do for j in 0 to whatever b length is, right? So on our first iteration of the outside for loop, it'll be 0 minus j. And then j will count up to b length. So this could be less than 0. If you have 5 U size minus 8 U size, you get a very large number in a pen. Okay, so that means I need to convert this to an integer then. Oh, that means I've possibly made an error somewhere else. Oh no. Actually, how do I... Yeah. I've possibly made an error somewhere else then. Because I think I've run into this before. Didn't I do something like this before? And I was wondering why I needed the comparison. Oh no. That's interesting. I don't know, so as I64 I suppose. And then this needs to be as I64. Yep. So now that's valid, I guess. Let me see. I've now missed something then. I've now missed something. That is a good point. Yeah. It's in profile, I think. So profile, I was trying to get fancy with it, but decided against doing that. So don't need a lot of this. What was the one? Oh, it's this one. But I think with this, I can guarantee that index will always be greater than 0. Okay, that's fine. Okay, low pass filter. I think that's in the bag. Could write a test, but I don't even know what kind of data I would be expecting. Oh no. Downsample 1, and then... So there's 2 downsampling algorithms. No. Okay. That's fine. Oh, you know what? I need to do something else. I've gone way over. So let's go ahead and push my code. It's all right. We'll get back to this probably on Tuesday. But yeah, thanks for tuning in. I will be live on Tuesday from 7 to 10 p.m. Eastern time. Working on probably this. Used to work on a lot more games, but I think I'm just kind of weirdly burnt out. Nah, if you're doing custom commands, you gotta do. Oh, thank you very much for the follow, Simzire. Much appreciated. Duck, Chonk. Yeah, I usually work more on just Godot games and stuff, but look at that. A little burnt out. Lots of work to do before the year-end code freeze, etc. Remote. Do we have any remotes? Oh, I have not defined any. Get remote add. But yeah, I'll be working on this for probably the rest of December. Because it is a highly requested feature, but maybe we'll also work on some other stuff in the meantime. Yeah, let me go ahead and push this so I don't forget to. Git add. Push you origin. Yeah, so the fun part will be once I finish porting this, then this should be exposed to Godot, and then I should be able to just push random audio data to this thing, and then this will give me phonemes back, which is the vowel of the current like audio input, I suppose. But yeah, if you wanna, check out what I've been doing, or if you don't want to check it out every day, you just want to check back every few weeks or whatever, it'll be under VSS project, which is supposed to be the successor project to OpenSea Face GD, which is this one here. Find a link to that. VSS will be pretty much the same thing, except just have other tracking backends supported. Yeah, if you haven't given the channel a follow already, I highly encourage you to do so. There's the Discord. There's the repo for the current bots. Here's my GitHub, etc. Anyways, yeah, that's gonna be it for me for today. Goodbye.